Okay, I'm here today with Fraser Bell, Northern Star. So, Fraser, tell me about who you are, what you do, how you do it, who you do it to.
The last question, not many people.
Okay, not enough people.
Not enough. No. I'm Fraser Bell from Northern Star. We're a managed service provider. We focus on selling Microsoft's cloud solutions, Microsoft Online Services.
Right.
Specifically Office 365 is one of our focuses.
Mm-hmm.
Been going since 1997, so as you can see all the grey, it means I've been doing it for a few years.
Yep.
We tend to focus on the small to medium size client base, typically between 5 and 500 people or PCs.
Right.
So that's pretty much what we do.
Okay. And who do you? How do you go about getting in your business? How does that process work?
We get referrals from clients, so it always works quite well.
Mm-hmm.
People move around. We do some marketing ourselves, so we've got newsletters, we do telemarketing. We've got a seminar next week.
Right.
So we invite people to come along. We've got 1,000 odd people on our newsletter list. So various ways really.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And you've got some specific backup, haven't you, from Microsoft? You're one of their chosen few, aren't you?
Well, I think we're what's called a cloud development partner with Microsoft. So we're one of a chosen few in the UK, stroke worldwide, that really work quite closely with them. Mm-hmm. We tend to get advanced information from Microsoft on new releases for products.
Right.
We have sort of preferential access through to director level of Microsoft.
Right.
On 365. Preferential access to support,
mm-hmm.
Which is always quite useful. So, yeah, I guess we are one of the chosen few.
You've got some particular in-house skill sets, haven't you? You've been doing this for long enough now to have developed some really specialist ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the key reasons why people talk to us is that we recognise about 2.5, 3 years ago that the industry is moving away from traditional on-premise boxes to the cloud. And we pretty much embraced that, and we actually launched our cloud services offering with Microsoft's first iteration of their cloud product called BPOS, or Business Productivity Online Services, which subsequently last year turned into Office 365. So yeah, we've been there pretty much from year dot.
Good.
On Microsoft's cloud services.
Mm-hmm. And you've got a good track record of install base and so on?
We have actually, yeah. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people that we've helped move from traditional on-premise applications to Microsoft's cloud.
Good.
So we've been very successful at that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any case studies? Any good case studies you can point to?
Quite a few actually. I mean, there's some on our website, northernstar.co.uk, so if you want to pop in there and have a look, there's a few case studies. But yeah, we've got clients that have problems with multiple offices, trying to access data via a VPN on a traditional server that was restricted by broadband at the main office. As soon as you move that data into the cloud, it's accessible anytime, anywhere, and any place. So that's a great case study for us.
Okay, so do you offer any other cloud products? Are you involved in anything other than Office 365?
Office 365 is our primary cloud product.
Mm-hmm.
We do offer Microsoft CRM, which is also a cloud solution, and a product from Microsoft called Azure as well, which you can use for database transactions and also server provisioning as well. So.
Okay. And is everyone, in your view, right for? Should everyone move to the cloud now?
No, yesterday.
Yeah. A very leading question, and one that I'm deliberately asking you there, not to make you feel uncomfortable.
No, that's
but
right.
While we're on the subject.
I struggle to find an organisation that can't discover some benefit from moving some or all of their applications into the cloud.
Right.
And I think typically when I talk to people, the analogy I give is, if you want to give me a cheque for £500,000, I will build for you an on-premise system that will probably be 1/10 of the system that you can buy from Microsoft. for about £2 a month per user.
Right.
So why would you want to give me a cheque for £500,000?
Right.
So I suppose the short answer to the question is, if you're not on the cloud, you're wasting a lot of money.
Right. But it's all about it's about server life and replacement cycles. And
Potentially, yeah. I mean, a lot of people start to look at the cloud as an option when their servers are getting towards end of life, and they're thinking, well, what do? Do we replace them? Do we extend their life cycle? Or do we look at the cloud alternative? I still come back to, if you start to measure the costs, there's actually an interesting analogy I had with a client recently. They had 50 odd people. They had a 3-and-a-bit-year-old HP server, and they were running that for email, pretty much. Email was really, really important to them. If they didn't get it, they lost thousands of pounds, basically. So, and this server was still working okay. They'd extended the warranty. They probably could have run it for another year or two with email. And I said to the MD, I said, just do me a favour. You know, you can buy those little electric meters, the little plugs that tell you how much it costs to run electrical equipment. He said, yeah. I said, grab one of those, unplug your server, obviously make sure you power the server down properly first, unplug your server, plug it back into this, and tell me in a month's time how much you've spent on electricity. Anyway, a month later, he phones back, yeah, I've been spending 50 quid just on powering the server. I was really surprised. So when we started to analyse this, we said, okay, well, how much are you spending a month on antivirus? And we said, oh, I'm spending about £30 a month. Okay.
Across 50 users.
Yeah, on AV.
Yeah, so a pound per user just for power.
Yeah.
And what, 60p?
60p for AV.
Yeah.
And I said, how much are you spending on other software updates? And he said, well, there's the backup software that we have to pay for. That's actually about £200 a month because I need to make sure all the emails are backed up. Okay. And are you paying anyone to support this server? Oh yeah, we pay them a retainer of £200 a month. Okay, so you're spending £500–600 a month to keep this system running, just to supply email to your 50 users. Yeah. Okay. How much did we say the Microsoft solution was? Oh yeah, it was just over £100 a month. Well, I tell you what. We'll split the difference. You can give me £200 a month of the money I save you when you move to Microsoft Office 365. And you can keep the other £200. So my point is, a lot of people are wasting money just by running old equipment and not moving to the cloud. Right.
Okay. Well, that's actually a very powerful message, isn't it? It's about the sums are fairly straightforward now. Yeah. The reliability is there. And one of the other concerns about the cloud, of course, is data security. How do you address those?
Well, firstly, I've got a client of mine that says, look, Fraser, unless I can see a box in the corner with flashing green lights on it, because I'm so worried about my data and my clients expect me to look after the confidentiality of the data,
right,
that unless I can see the box in the corner, I'm really just not comfortable that I know where the data is. My first point is that if you're lucky, that person's got a reasonable firewall on that system which protects that data. And that's if you're lucky. 9 times out of 10 they haven't, or it's an old firewall that's out of date. So they could probably pay me £500 and I could ethically hack into their systems and steal all of their data very easily. If you paid me £500,000 or maybe £5 million, I might struggle to get into Microsoft's data centres. So typically the level of security that's available to you in Microsoft's cloud is hugely in advance of anything that you will have in place at the moment.
Yeah, right.
So I think most people are confused that they think their data is safe on premises. The other point is that most people have got, maybe they've got a server room, maybe they've got a cabinet, maybe they lock it up, maybe they don't.
Take it home.
Maybe they take it home, their data, maybe they don't. The cleaner generally is wandering around late at night. Anyone can be wandering around late at night.
Unplugging the server to plug the vacuum in.
That generally happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
But my point is that if you want to, it's quite easy to get into someone's offices and to physically pick the box up and walk away with the data.
Yeah.
Microsoft have huge facilities around the globe, even with guys with submachine guns. that are guarding these premises. So you struggle to get in, number one. There's razor wire and huge 12-foot fences around the whole thing, number two. You need to, if you can get anywhere near the system, you've got to use your fingerprint and you've got to be authenticated to get in. So the level of security that is available from the Microsoft systems far outweighs anything that any of our clients will have on premise.
And we also have the old thing of people walking in not to steal the data but to steal the hardware.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been doing this for a number of years, and
stealing hardware?
Yeah, stealing hardware. Yeah, no, I've been supplying IT support for a number of years, and the amount of calls I've had, it's probably every year I get a call to say, look, someone's come in and the whole lot's gone. What can you do? There aren't many clients that have a foolproof, bulletproof backup plan in place, and if they do physically lose the box, there's not a lot you can do other than find the tapes, find the backup,
and
buy a new box, hope the tapes work, and maybe a week later you might be limping along as a business. But with the Microsoft solution, they actually provide a 99.9% service level agreement for availability of the data. The data is automatically backed up to multiple data centres globally, so they're not going to have any issues with you losing your data. Basically, your business will be continually available to you.
And accessible from somewhere else in the event that you lose the office.
Yeah, if you lose the office, you can just send everyone home, tell them to log into Office 365 from home. Everyone's got broadband at home.
Yep.
They can all work remotely.
Straight down to Starbucks and...
all down the coffee shop.
Yeah.
That one works well.
This is a very powerful message now, isn't it? Yeah, Office 365, it's ready, you're shipping it, it's working.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Well, just give us a ring.
Good. We're happy to facilitate that. Thanks a lot, Fraser.
Okay, cheers.
Mate.